Yesterday, in conversation with my man, who is also my partner on this project that we're working on, I kind of had a crisis of confidence in the middle of one of our discussions. And he was kind enough to put it where he said, I watched you deflate. And so, it was a really good example of me coming smack up against one of my true core lies, which is at the center of me is a vacuum, that I don't contain the wisdom that I purport to contain, that that's just my ego inflating what I know, and that really I know fuck all. Now, in some cases, this is good. In the universal scheme of things, what I know is one very small portion of everything that there is to know. But the wisdom that comes through me that is mine to deliver is there. It's there because I keep showing up and something keeps getting delivered through me. I do not rehearse these. I feel like that's pretty clear. And I barely edit them, and I literally let them come through me. And they are really delivered to me. And so, whether or not I am simply the vessel, it actually allows my ego to get out of the way and deliver what I am supposed to bring through. So I've been proven that that's a lie so many times, but I get stuck in this thing where I wish I knew more. I wish that I awakened earlier. I wish that I started this kind of study so long ago, but I wouldn't have been ready. I could read the exact same books and I would have gotten a completely more surface level out of them because I wouldn't have been ready to read them. So it's like, I remember my mom was so enthusiastic about allowing us to read whatever book we wanted. And so I decided in like sixth or seventh grade that I was going to read War and Peace completely to show off. I slogged halfway through it. I had no fucking idea what I was reading. I knew most of the words, but I mean, that was like not reading. It was absolutely just, there was no comprehension. It was just literally reading words, and they would go one ear and out the other. And it wasn't a bad exercise. I think it's really cool that like we were encouraged to take on things that were far beyond our abilities. Not being afraid of big books or whatever. But what did I get out of it? Nothing. So what I'm inviting you to investigate today is, we all have these insecurities. They show up in different ways. Maybe one of your core lies is, not good enough. For me, it's not exactly that. It's a nuanced version of that. It's you're good, you're just not quite there. You know a decent amount, you don't know enough. So that's how that voice comes up for me. And in discussion, I felt like I should know more, that I should have been able to achieve more by this point in my life. And I just tumble down the hill. And, because I have a partner who really is aware of not just me, but of human nature. He's an amazing student of human nature. He was able to call it out and say, listen, you do know it. You don't let yourself know that you know it. That's fine. It'll come to me when it's supposed to come to me. Just like when I sit down here, I don't always know what I'm going to say until I press record. But then something always comes through. Some are more profound, some are less profound, but something always comes through. I have faith in that. And so, I guess what to bring this all the way back around is those core lies, if you give yourself the moment and the regrouping, are always proved to be false. They are your false interpretation, and your critic. It's your critic trying to keep you small, working in tandem with your ego to stay where you know. It's uncomfortable to go to a place where you don't know everything. It's much more comfortable to stay in conceit and stay small and take your little box of knowledge and stay put. And that's not me, and that's not my journey. I've been called to fucking study my ass off and expand every single day. And I'm going to do it. and that's going to lead to days where I don't know everything. And, but I also have to have complete faith that what I need to know comes up for me when I need it. So it's both a beautiful lesson on self-acceptance, a beautiful lesson on calling yourself out when you tell yourself those lies. They are lies. They are lies. You are everything that you need to be, but you've got to believe it. You've got to believe it. And so it was a beautiful lesson in you don't need to know everything, because what you are supposed to know, you do know. That's what I leave you with today. A blessing of a little love for yourself. And I will see you tomorrow.